Go.
All right, everyone. Welcome to the Mark and Jerry with Charles BS sessions, man. With my awesome co-host Mark Alden Taylor and Charles Trainer. How are you guys doing tonight, man?
Good, man. You got to throw it to one of us, dude.
Yeah. How you
Because
doing,
what's up,
Mark
Charles?
Mark.
See, I let you do the hosting duties and you fucked
Hey,
up.
man, I'm new at this, so all right. At least I got everybody's name in it this time. I always, shortchange Charles in the title name.
That's why he's the Ed McMahon of the show. You don't let
You're correct,
Ed
sir.
take the lead.
All right, Charles. How are you doing, then?
I'm doing pretty
I
good.
tried, everybody. Sorry, Charles.
We're talking today about on the quiet, but not really. If I just don't talk about them a lot, but one of my favorite bands, actually. I know I don't talk about them myself a lot, but I got to talk about Oasis a lot. But
you talk about Chicago a lot with me.
We are talking about Chicago today, and I'm making an ultimate album. I don't know if you guys set yours up like that or not. That was the original
I
intention.
changed it when you said that. I split it up. It was pretty well set where I split it, so pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I guess these would be my 11 favorite songs anyway. I guess so it doesn't really matter. And for me, all the songs would be tied for first. So it would be like impossible to do a list anyway. But it should be fun. But we got some bad news to start off the show tonight. It just, I guess, hit the wires a couple hours ago. Randy Meisner from the Eagles passed away.
Take it to the limit one more time. And also Midnight Flyer. I love Midnight Flyer. A lot of people think that's too country or bluegrass. Love that song.
He was 77. So yeah, all of our rowdy friends aren't getting any younger. So
dude, he's on Hotel California. He's famous forever, man.
Yeah. I mean, I know Mark is definitely a bigger fan of the Eagles than I am. I don't hate them.
I think Jerry is.
Jerry's probably a big fan of the Eagles.
My favorite band.
My favorite member passed away a while ago, Glenn Frey.
Yeah.
So
Glenn Frey has some special memories for me. We did do a show when Glenn died, so it's cool to talk about him. Because my mom off the Hotel California, she would play New Kid in Town all the time. And then his first solo album, I think it was called No Fun Allowed. I like walking
to Town.
Exactly. When I walked into the garage, my mom was whipping her hair back, dancing to Party Town. So Glenn Frey was a huge loss for me and memories with my mom,
Yeah.
Well, Randy
Smuggler's Blues.
Randy Meisner was a big part of Eagles' success, man. I mean, before they broke up, like before 1980, I mean, he was in every studio album except for The Long Run. I mean, people think Timothy B. Schmidt's like the original Eagle guy.
He's a scab.
Yeah, basically he is. But,
Timothy B. Schmidt's a scab.
Yeah, I mean, Randy Meisner was definitely a big part of the Eagles' success. Man.
But I can't tell you why rules.
Oh, Duke can sing his ass off.
Oh, God, I can't tell you why rules. Yes, I like ballads, people. That's why I like a lot of modern Def Leppard.
All right. Got to bring them in.
All right, Randy Meisner, man. I don't know if you guys ever heard the album The Border, but I'm not a bluegrass fan, and I'm not like a country fan, but the song Midnight Flyer, ooh, Midnight Flyer, this song just rocks to me for some reason. I love that fucking song. Maybe because it's named the Eagles and not a bluegrass band, but I love that track. And I love what did he do on he did a song on Hotel California too.
He did?
Yeah, he did. Joe Walsh did Pretty Girls All on a Row. No, or was that him? Something like that.
No, Pretty Maids was Joe Walsh.
Pretty Maids is Joe Walsh, but Randy Meisner sang a song on there too. I don't remember. But he sang on the older Eagles before they got in before Joe Walsh came into the band. I think your favorite guy, who's your favorite guy in the Eagles? They threw out your Jerry. Your favorite guy, the guy in the Eagles, Don Felder. They threw out Don
Oh,
Felder
yeah.
was in the Eagles before Joe Walsh. Let everybody know that. But yeah, man, I love fucking Randy Meisner. We got and so we already talked about Randy Meisner. Who you got? You guys, anything else to say on that?
Rest in peace, brother.
No, yeah.
Rest in peace and Glenn Frey rules. Even though he did do a blues album, that's pretty good too. But Sinead O'Connor, man, she died at 56. Who wants to take that?
We'll go ahead.
I mean, I liked maybe a couple of her songs. I mean, but I was never really a big fan. I think her son committed suicide a few years back. Am I correct on that?
Yeah.
That's unimaginable. You know what I mean? I know she's had some demons since. Well, she's always had demons, but that could not have made it any better for her. So, I mean, what, 56, 57?
56.
It's young, man. That's too young. But rest in peace and condolences to the family and the fans of her, man.
Yeah, man.
She did a great job of. I actually liked her version of Mother on the Roger Waters The Wall concert. I thought she did that song pretty good, but other than that, I wasn't a huge fan of her. But like I said, to her fans, condolences.
Hey, Morrissey went off about her death yesterday. He said, did we help Karen Carpenter? Did we help this person? Did we help this person when they had mental problems? No, we just let them die. Morrissey rules. What do you think about that, Charles? Sinead O'Connor?
About the same as Jerry. I never was a big fan of any kind. I even wasn't a big fan of Nothing Compares to You. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it's sad news. That's about all I can say.
That ripping up the Pope on Saturday Night Live was.
But she was correct, sir.
Yeah. Oh, she was absolutely
about the priest molesting kids.
I agree.
So I'm not getting into religion, but that woman got vilified by that. It probably sent her into her early death because of that organized religion. I believe in Jesus. I don't believe in religion, but let's get through that. And then we got let's get into some good shit that Charles has been waiting for. Nuno Pistit Fortis from Charles.
Yeah, and now we fast forwarded today, and now Betancourt's backing off because he knows he came hard in the paint. And then you got even the esteemed Mark Alden Taylor, like Richard Fortis. Who's he? He's a Izzy Scab. Actually, he's a very talented guitar player.
Oh yeah, I love him in the Dead Daisies. I even said he was in the Dead Daisies. I probably know him more than you do.
And he actually, I doubt it. And he actually played in with Rihanna before Betancourt. So, because I know a little Riri. I'm not like Mark, and I don't just shut off Riri.
I listen to everything because
talented,
you know what?
Young lady, just like Tay Tay, right, Jerry?
She's talented. Tay Tay is talented. It's just
in any genre of music, I know talent, man. So
yeah, and Rihanna.
Rihanna's talented. I just don't like. I just don't care for her voice. No, I don't backpedal. I've always said if you like Taylor Swift, enjoy it. I can't get into it, but hey, I got something to tell you. I was talking to some guy. I was talking to Chris Elio about because I put in a thing. You know what? I never hated Tay Tay, but I think she's overrated. And he called me out on her, explained why she's overrated. And I said because she's like today's pop. Mark. It's like today's pop, and good for her. Her fans love her. That's good. Call me out. But then he made a thing that she's just as good as the Beatles with their records. Like he's talking about like number one albums, number one songs. I mean, we talked off key on this later. I said, oh, you know what? You can compare Taylor to the Beatles, but one thing Taylor would never have is their musicality or their talent.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. I agree with that 100%, dude.
And he agreed with me. So, Chris Elliott, you rule, dude.
So. Well, back to Betancourt. More like butthurt. The original thing was he wrote something about, which, by the way, Mark, when I was talking about backpedaling, was you did lose it on me when I said Betancourt would go back to Riri as soon as she
No,
pops that
I
kid
never
out.
did.
Yeah, you did, Mark.
Yes,
I
you did.
remember.
Oh, okay, I
remember.
did, but then I changed my mind the next week, and I've been saying it. You're right. You know, I thought about it, and I admitted I was wrong. Then, so
Yeah,
you're
'cause
right,
she's a
Charles.
huge star.
You know, I admit when I'm wrong.
Okay. Well, anyway, all right. So we'll move past that. But he had said what Slash couldn't do it,
Well,
and then all Fortis did was say, "Well, I don't know. I play with the dude every night, and I think he probably could." And then
if he was
Betancourt came
into it,
out
'cause
and
Slash
said,
is the
who
instincts.
are you, loser guy, basically, and why would you talk to me? I'm Lord God of the guitar." And
He said
then
sorry.
yeah, now because people were like, what the smart ones like myself know, what a dipshit.
So you call me stupid?
No,
Okay,
well,
just
maybe,
fuck off.
but it was interesting. It played out over a few days.
All right.
Well,
Are
Richard
you talking
Fortis
about-
didn't stand up for Slash. That's it.
Well,
Are you
that's
talking about-
fine. A
Are you
bandmate
talking-
should
wait,
stand
hold
up.
on. You're talking about being able to play with Rihanna? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, and Betancourt said Slash couldn't do it.
Well, because
Well-
he says Rihanna goes from reggae to hard rock to all these different genres. He don't think Slash can handle that.
I don't even know if her guitar work would be super, 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 stand outish. You know what I mean? With their type of music. Of course, I'm not a big fan of her. All I heard was her poppy stuff. Maybe she does have some, rock.
Well, her voice is like off to me. I can't handle it. Well, she's better than Nicki Minaj. Come on.
I don't know.
But
if
I
I've ever
think
heard her
Slash
before.
could play.
You haven't heard of
So-
WAP?
Oh God, yeah, never mind.
But that was Cardi B. I think that
Oh,
was.
well, yeah, I get those people confused. I think Cardi B and Nicki Minaj sound alike. So there you
I
go.
think Slash could definitely play for Rihanna. I think
He probably could, but he can't play Van Halen.
so, but she ain't playing Van Halen.
Did you see when it was your favorite guy, Sammy Hagar, Michael Anthony went to the
You brought
Rock
him
and Roll
up,
Hall of
not
Fame,
me.
and then Velvet Revolver
Yes,
like,
it sucked. I
got
know.
and they got it, and they came to one of Eddie's leads, and Slash just dropped the guitar and walked off. He couldn't do it. It was funny as fuck.
Well, that's now. See, I'll give Butthurt that one. He could do that probably. He could
did
do a Van
try,
Halen
dude.
tribute. Whatever. I don't know. That's got nothing to
I'm a
do
bigger
with.
Slash fan than all of you guys. I love Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators with Slash, and I love Slash every guitar solo he's done. He's my favorite member of Guns N' Roses, just to let you guys know. So
Well,
Gotta go with
but
this.
yeah, me too. But I think Buckethead blows away Slash.
Oh,
To be honest
Both of
with you,
them, yeah.
oh yeah.
technicality, he could play Rihanna music
Yeah.
easy. I just think it was just, I think it backfired. To give Betancourt credit, I don't think he was trying to be that controversial. And then Fortis stood up for his boy, and then Fortis is now a nobody because, and actually, Fortis is a pretty good guitar player.
He is. I was just being a dick.
He's
Because I
probably
love
better
it.
than Izzy,
I think he's
actually.
still in the Dead Daisies, isn't he? With
I don't know because Guns N' Roses still just keeps rolling along.
oh yeah, Karabi came back to the Dead Daisies though.
Yeah.
So I love me some fucking
It
Karabi.
was interesting, but I'm glad it's over. Thank God, old Nuno. Oh, anything to drum up support for that crappy album that you're the only one that talked about for a week.
Brian Bellows.
He can't help himself either.
Well, it's gonna be fun Saturday.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
I can't wait.
No
You guys have-
spoilers, but
you guys
we know
got
what
no
we
room.
know.
You
we
guys
know,
got
we know.
no room to criticize the band with the shit that. You
Yeah, I needed some backup on this the thing we're recording, man. The guys you wanted loved that band. I'm like, fuck off. It's like
Well, that's why I picked. That's why I picked it for you, man.
even
Seriously.
Travis Parada, I don't know if I said his last name right, said, because I asked him if he wanted to be on that episode. He said, no, he's going to the movies with his cousin. And he said, Mark, you're going to get fried on that one. I go, you think? So, oh my God. But he can't do it. We got Brian. So that's going to be kind of awesome. but watch him like the
Mhm.
album. God damn it, that would suck.
Have you listened to it yet?
I'm waiting till tomorrow. Waiting till the last possible day, so my venom will come out on that episode. But I think I like one song off that album, so no, I'm not telling you what group it is. But Bittenkart said he tried to make a point. It backfired on him. A lot of press. Every once in a while, you say stupid shit. You get asked a stupid question. Now I'm gonna stick to extremes, stick to what I know, stick to what I do on guitar. That no way nobody can fuck with me and be offended. Jerry, what do you think about that?
I'm good with it, I guess. I don't know.
He apologized, dude. It's like
Yeah,
me.
I
I
mean-
apologize to Charles. He was right. I did
Yeah,
get
I
butthurt
mean-
on that one thing. Yeah.
Exactly. A real man knows when he makes a fucking mistake, man. So
When
good
I
for him.
get called out on shit, I admit it because I'm a man.
You won't go down without a fight, though.
Oh, I
Sometimes.
fight, but then I admit it later, right? Don't I always say, hey man? It's like last night when we're on Andy's show, I messaged Andy and said, hey dude, if I talk too much, man, I'm sorry. He goes, no, it was cool. I go, because I think I interrupted you a couple times. So
Yeah, I mean, like I said, good for him, man. I mean, like I said, always cool to admit when you're wrong. Do nothing wrong with that.
all right, let's get to that was a long page here. Oh wait,
Extreme still sucks.
fuck
My
off.
life.
But well, let's get into some like Motley Crue news,
Of
shall
course.
Oh
Why?
wow. Yay.
we? Okay, I'm gonna say this all at once. One of the new Motley Crue songs is "Fight for Your Right" by the Beastie Boys. Nikki Sixx said it turned out really cool. Yeah, you said that about Like a Virgin, didn't you? I had to get that in. But and then Motley Crue's Nikki Sixx sends a public message to Guns N' Roses. I think Guns N' Roses and Motley Crue would destroy the world if they went on tour together. So, guys, what do you think about that? I'll start with you, Jerry.
Well, I mean, maybe, but I'd definitely be on there for Guns N' Roses. But I mean, Motley Crue's still a draw. I mean, so probably would be a successful tour, but because of Guns N' Roses. But maybe throw
Would
in a
they
band
destroy
like,
the world?
oh Jesus Christ, no.
Maybe if you let Motley Crue play for long enough, the world would kill itself, and
Worse than Hagar?
they're pushing it.
I'm sure Joan Jett will probably be the opening act.
Joan Jett's good, though, man.
I love her, but she opens for everybody, dude.
Dude.
Serious.
You know who's on tour right now that's playing by me is Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper co-headlining. I would love to see that. I like some Rob Zombie. I love Alice Cooper, but I like some Rob Zombie, so that'd be a cool thing to see. So,
Yeah.
Is Anita Strauss still his guitar player?
yes, she came back.
Man, I know, but she just did a solo tour. She goes between solo tour date to an Alice Cooper date to a solo tour date to a Alice Cooper date.
They
Woman's
all
busy,
do
man.
that, dude. You see,
Fuck.
you see all these rockers like singers go on a solo date. They do a band tour. They go on a solo date, do a band tour. You know, it happens all the time. What's
Yeah.
What's that band Last in Line with Vivian Campbell? He's doing that on the side while he's doing Def Leppard dates. So,
He should spend more time on that thing.
oh, but that last album sucked, dude. They did I Am the Walrus.
That's why he needs to spend more time with that thing.
I think Styx did I Am the Walrus better than Last in Line. Just to
Oh,
let you know.
fucking Lawrence Gowan, man.
Oasis did it better than both of them.
Ah, of
I don't
course you
doubt
would
that.
say
I don't
that.
think I've heard it, but I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
But man, and then we get to
I didn't get to say about.
oh,
Motley
go
Crue.
ahead, man.
No.
That's the beauty of this program. I get stoned and drunk, so go for it.
I'm hoping we got some more refined viewers, some Chicago fans. So I'm gonna try to spare all the expletives. But Motley Crue can eat dirt and kick rocks. Almost that nicely. And as far as I know, Axel and Vince still don't like each other. So I don't think that would really happen. Guns N' Roses does not need Motley Crue.
No.
They're already doing stadiums
Yeah,
without them.
I think I commented on that post saying they don't need a Motley Crue.
Yeah, they don't need them.
They don't need them at all.
That's Motley Crue needs.
Yes.
I think the Rolling
Bands.
Stones would be the only band Guns N' Roses would open for, or ACDC. One of
Perhaps
those two.
Metallica again.
Yeah.
They probably open for Metallica.
Well, they owe Metallica a lot of shit.
And yes, Metallica's stage show is the setup's way better than GNR.
Oh, fuck.
It's pretty
Whoever
cool.
made that comment. Yeah,
Absolutely.
what band said it was the greatest stage setup they played or something? There's what it's like most of the stadium is the stage,
Fuck
the
yeah,
field
I can't
part.
wait to see them next month, man.
So yeah, I mean GNR's and Motley Crue is not on Guns N' Roses level. We can debate all these different bands, but they're not, and they're never going to be. And Nikki Sixx is annoying, and they're desecrating a Beastie Boy song.
More
You
like-
know,
more like-
I gotta say one thing. Sammy Hagar did a horrible version of that song also.
Who's doing the rapping? Tommy Lee?
Rapping on Fight to Your there's no rapping on Fight to Your Right. Fight for Your Right.
Well, it's rapping with rock music. They're not really singing.
Sammy Hagar did a horrible version, but they're probably gonna sing it. So,
Sammy could ruin anything.
no, he can't, but I'm just saying that song was horrible.
And you brought him up. Let's try to unsammy the episode already. Hey, we're not supposed to talk anymore per some guy named Terry Hershey Squirts or something. I saw that on the Facebook.
Oh, you guys suck? Yeah, I was going, what the fuck? They're my brothers and they rule.
Maybe you
dude.
shouldn't talk to him. Maybe you shouldn't talk to this.
He ain't
guy.
watching
would-
this anyways, man.
Fuck
Yeah,
him.
I wouldn't talk to them. That's
You
why
know-
you're not on the show, buddy.
I'm just saying, Carrie, he lets me promote our podcast and his group. He's a good guy.
Well, thank you for that. But
Yeah.
keep your fucking comments. to
Yeah, I
yourself.
asked him why he doesn't like you guys. He didn't answer me, and I don't know what the fuck. How could not anybody like you two? It's like somebody put up a post about what famous guy would you like to have a beer with? My answer was
I
I
did.
already had a beer with Charles Trainer and Jerry Soup.
No,
Well,
you
I
just said Jerry. It's
I
all
said
good.
you. No, I said you too.
Yeah.
I said you.
I
Didn't
said-
I tag Charles too, Jerry? You replied.
I don't remember. That's the one where
You
you said I
laughed at the
sucked?
post.
That's the one where you said I sucked or something.
No, I said
Yeah, you told me that in another one. I guess.
I always say you suck because we love each other. But the thing
You know
is,
what? I will lose about this much sleep tonight over it.
I said I already had the beer from the two famous people I wanted to have a beer with is Jerry Soupe and Charles Trainer. I tagged both of you guys in that comment.
It
You
was
might
my
have, I
po-
don't know.
it was my post. And that was one I got attacked for too, because I said I put Liam Gallagher, and then this one dude went off on me about it. And it was like, it says who would you choose? Doesn't say what, so I mean, how the hell are you gonna attack me for who I choose? You can choose who you want, but people are weird on that stuff.
He's trying to get us fired so he can take over our job.
No, this was
I
another
just said I
guy.
already had the beer
Oh.
with the two famous people, Jerry Soupe and Charles Trainer. So
But we're not supposed to talk because see how militant Sammy twats are? You
I ain't a
see it?
Sam. I love Sammy, but am I militant
I didn't.
about him?
I didn't say
No.
you were. I'm just saying that guy is. And what was that other dude that attacked me but like 2 months ago?
Bob Hay?
Yeah. No, not Bob. I don't remember.
He's a militant Sammy Hagar fan.
George something or other.
Oh, he attacked all of us, and I blocked him out of the because he attacks one of you two. It's an attack on me.
That's-
So fuck that guy. I blocked him out of the group, and Andy
was-
Rodriguez blocked him out of his Black Spinner chat group too because he
Good.
attacked you, Charles.
Yeah, that was good, but it was still funny.
Fuck that
Oh,
guy.
you block him because he attacks Charles. The dude attacks me, you don't block him. Thanks a
Oh
lot.
fuck yeah!
I'm just
no.
kidding. I don't give a fuck either way.
Carrie
Dude.
wasn't. I think Carrie was trying
Dude,
to
keep
be
him on.
sarcastic.
I don't believe in blocking, dude. I will fuck with him. That's why
Well,
I
no.
asked today-
That's
why I asked you
George
today.
says some shit about Charles. He needed to
That's
be
why-
blocked.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah,
I
he
asked
needed
you
to be
today if it
blocked.
was okay. I asked you
I
today
think
if I could
Carrie was just
respond
being
back.
sarcastic.
Well, I don't know, but I hope so.
I
If
don't
he's being
know.
sarcastic, if he's being sarcastic, I apologize. If he's being
No.
twat,
I don't
Them
know, but
Sammy-
if he ever calls you motherfuckers a name, I will block him. And I will
Them-
unfriend that fucker. Because nobody fucking attacks my brothers because I got both your backs.
Them Sammy
Oh.
fans, I don't know, man.
Well, I'm a fucking Sammy fan, so fuck off on that one, man. I wouldn't mind seeing
Well.
Sammy again, man.
A lot of them get crazy. Makeup facts, all kinds of stuff. But let's get off Sammy, man.
Let's get
Hey,
on
Freddie.
Sammy. Let's get to Elon Musk. He changed his
Huh?
company's logo to X.
Oh boy.
Take it
I,
out.
mean,
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I didn't understand it till you told me about it, but I'm cool with it. That's actually, I think I like it now. So cool.
Oh, because he's promoting SpaceX, so he
SpaceX. I
called
get it now.
Twitter
Yeah.
X.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pissing off a lot of the people that use the Twitter bird as their logo, like on their business cards websites. But oh well, fuck it, Good for him.
I like how he's fucking up people, dude. He's just doing little things. It's not really that bad, but
Dude, that's
people
a
are
billionaire.
oh my god, he's
It's
making me pay 14
He's a
bucks a month to get
billionaire. He's a
verified.
billionaire with the world as a toy, dude. That's all.
But the thing is, all these fucking rich millionaires are complaining they have to pay to get verified now.
Exactly, I agree with you on that.
It's
What was
like,
it? What, 20
you
bucks?
can't afford it.
Was it 20 bucks or something like that? I
Yeah,
don't know.
well, at least Facebook is $14.99, and I paid for that for a month so I could bitch at their fucking so I could talk to somebody why they fucking banned me for nothing. But yeah, that ends August 1st. I will not be having a blue check on my Facebook anymore. So there you go.
Oh well, there are worse tragedies in life.
I only asked why the fuck did I get banned? You know what? Facebook did not give me any answers. It's like again, here's the company copy and paste for you. There you go. Read
And
the
you pay
fucking
for it.
community standards. I read your community standards. What I did was not against your community standards. So why did I get blocked for a week? And they said, well, you should read the community standards. I said, yeah, but I did not do anything against community standards. Well, you need to read the community standards. So I paid $14.99 for Facebook to talk to a live person.
Facebook.
Yes, because I wanted to email them and say, why the fuck did you ban me? And they
Why the hell
gave
are you
me
paying?
the stock answer
Why are you paying $14.99 for Facebook?
for 1 month to get that blue check. You didn't notice I have a blue check till the end of July.
Facebook did that.
I paid for it so I could talk
Wait,
to a customer
Facebook did
service
that.
representative.
So listen, the Facebook did that.
Facebook, remember when I couldn't post
I
our
never knew
shows?
they did it, so I don't know. Why would you pay $14.99 for that?
Because when you pay $14.99, you get to talk to a customer service representative.
Yeah, right. Sure.
And
they
I
did.
wanted to ask
they
them
still
why
did
they
nothing.
fucking banned me for nothing.
And
and
they
they
still did
sent-
nothing.
They sent me a link to community standards. I said, this stereo instructions. Why can't, well, we know why you got banned, but we can't tell you. So I paid $14.99 to talk to you guys, and you guys don't give me any fucking answers. Zuckerberg, fuck off.
You ever see
Well,
those
don't
old
they-
Tom and Jerry? You ever see those old Tom and Jerry cartoons where like Tom pulls a fast one on the dog, the dog gets embarrassed. You see the jackass head come on all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Hey, I did
Come on,
this for
Mark.
everyone to talk to Facebook customer service to see what bullshit they would
I
tell
never
me.
knew you paid $14.99 for.
I paid
Dude.
14 for 1 month. 1 month just to email
I tell you
customer
what,
service.
next time you feel that way, just give me $10. I'll smack you in the face.
Well,
and you
dude,
save
I
money.
ain't paying for that shit again. It ends July. I won't have that blue check in August. I'm just telling you, I paid that to see what they would tell me because it was interesting to me to see if they would give me the same bullshit answers they
You got to
never
talk
give
to-
me.
You got to talk to bots. Good
I
job.
emailed people and I got Zigraf and the
And
guys
paid for
from Animal House, Jug Dish, and they sent me to that. Remember Animal House when they want to pledge the thing and they send them to these guys that they ain't never gonna pledge. That's what Facebook did to me. Here, Zagraf and blah blah and blah blah blah. But let's get to some cool shit. Well, it's not cool shit, man. Jason Becker is selling the guitar that he received as a gift from Eddie Van Halen to pay for his health cost, Jerry.
Well, he'll get a pretty penny for it, and I hope he gets some decent money for it, so he gets some help that he needs. Again, another travesty on today's medical system, but that's for another show. But I hope he gets a lot of money for it.
He should go to Canada. They'll pay for him, but it'll take 10 years.
I mean, if you want to hear about the medical system, Mike Howell, Metal Church. He even predicted it on a song, Fake Healer, and came back to kill him. So, actually, I think it's his birthday today, actually, Mike Howell.
Yeah,
so
it was. People have been posting it.
Great fucking metal singer. Great.
Yeah, we did a cool episode on that Metal Church opposite episode with Metal Mike Tyler. Charles, what do you think about Jason Becker?
I mean, I hope it works out for him. It must be pretty bad if you got to sell something like that.
Yeah, man. I heard it cost in the article. It said it cost $100,000 a year for his medical costs. He should have been dead. What, like 15 years ago? The guy is like pushing, man.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard Cacophony with him and the guy from Megadeth?
No.
Dude, it's just like shredding. The guy from Megadeth, Nick, who's a guitar player for Megadeth that was on
Menzel? No.
Rest in
Nick
peace.
Mensa.
No,
No. You sure?
Marty Friedman. Marty
Oh,
Friedman.
you said Nick, dude.
No, I said who was the other guitar player?
Yeah, Marty Friedman. Okay.
Marty Friedman and Jason Becker did Cacophony, and Jason Becker was also on Little Ain't Enough by the great David Lee Roth. So
oh, that's right. That's where I know him from.
the thing
Yeah,
is,
he
he
did that
couldn't
album.
go on tour because that's when he got diagnosed and he lost all control, man.
Sad, dude. It is.
Sad, man. A Little Late Enough is an underrated David Lee Roth album. I like
I
that.
agree. It's a good one.
But let's get to some sports, man. LeBron James' son had a heart attack practicing for USC. I'm gonna go to you first, Charles, on this one.
Well, let's just hope. I mean, I think he's at ICU. I believe I stopped following the story, to be honest with you.
he actually was sent home today.
Yeah. To me, I hope it doesn't derail any future career. But it's got to be iffy. Because unlike the NFL guy, he didn't get hit and stuff. It's just, we'll see what ends up happening with that. But that would be a shame. But if he can't pursue his own dreams, but I mean, to be fair, he's LeBron James' kid. I don't think he's gonna be hurting for money or anything like that. So, but I've heard all kinds of crazy rumors about that, why, and then going back to stuff they were saying in like 2020 and stuff. And I don't want to get into politics, really. I just hope they find the root of the problem and they can keep him good to go. Cause I mean, he's just an 18-year-old kid.
Yeah, man.
Sad if it ruins any chance to play pro ball, because I think he'll definitely be in the league if they can work past this somehow.
Well, remember, what was that guy's name for the Celtics who died of a heart attack?
Reggie
Lewis.
Reggie Lewis, yeah. I think the NBA will kind of be leery of bringing Bronny in unless he does really good with USC and he gets back on the court. But I love LeBron James. I think all the venom and hate for him is unwarranted. I know he says some stupid shit, but that's just his opinion. I say stupid shit. So prayers for you, Bronny. And I hope you get better and I hope you get back on the court. Jerry, what do you think about that, man?
Well, I mean, no matter what you think about LeBron James, man, when it comes to
why do you hate it?
When it comes, to their kids, you just got to feel for them, because I couldn't imagine my daughter being sick and all that stuff, dude. I would, But I heard though that what he's got though is treatable, very treatable. So that's good news. But other than that, like I said, man, I don't want to see anybody's kids, got to go through shit like that, especially at the age of 18, man. Come on, man. That's too young for shit like that to happen to you. So I hope he recovers and I hope he gets the chance to play. I would love to see him play with his dad. You know, that would be fucking awesome. I think. So,
Well, it won't be with the Lakers.
well, whatever it is.
Well,
So,
whoever drafts him.
Maybe they'll set it right and both go to Cleveland.
That
Where they
would,
need
you
to
know
be.
what, Charles? I'd be okay with that.
look, you asked me why I don't like LeBron James.
Yeah.
Outside of basketball, he is one of the fucking greatest human beings ever. In basketball, he's probably the biggest, fragilest ego out there. That's what I can't stand about him.
Have
makes
you-
fun of-
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna tell you.
one time a woman made some kind of racist or ethnical joke. But 4 or 5 other times, he got people kicked out for saying just basic shit you hear all the time.
How do you know
I
that?
mean, because I heard it. I watched it. I hear it on ESPN. They
Okay.
see him mouthing it. I mean, it's just part of being a professional.
Nobody should be fucking saying racist things in a
Absolutely.
fucking game.
At that time, I agree with him 100%.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude, come on, man. And he's become the biggest flopper in the league. He doesn't need to be.
That
I am
was
so
invented by
glad-
Vladi Divac.
I am so glad that they're getting rid of the 10-foot walking rule before they call traveling. They're going to call more of that this year. Because that motherfucker walks halfway across the court nowadays, not back when he was great. He doesn't get called for fucking traveling.
Still
I mean,
great.
it happens with a few other people. Celebrities get the better treatment in basketball. They do. I mean, the
Same
stars.
thing with pitchers, Maddox and Glavin.
Dude, I don't think so. Maddox. and
Oh
Glavine
God,
were-
dude, I watched so many pitches that were fucking outside the strike zone, below the strike zone, and they gave them the call.
Well, if you're so used to throwing strikes, they're going to give you the benefit of the fucking.
Well, I agree with that, but the thing is, they sucked on that.
But anyway, back to the real part of the story in that. I hope his kid recovers, and I would actually root for him to be able to play with his kid one day professionally. Dude, I hope it happens.
I'm okay with that. But the thing is, on LeBron thing, the reason he flops, you don't watch as much as LeBron games. I bet Charles has watched more LeBron games than I have.
He didn't do that in Cleveland.
Oh yes, he did. He did.
Not as bad as he does.
Oh,
now.
he did
Either
the
that.
same.
Either that.
The thing is,
either that or it's being
LeBron,
noted.
LeBron, like Shaq, gets fucking hit so many times that the fucking referees don't count it. He's going to the basket for a dunk. He gets hit on top of the head. There's no foul. And he missed. I've seen it
shit,
all
dude.
for every time he's been with the Lakers. I didn't notice that in Cleveland, but I went back and looked at Cleveland film. LeBron got hit so many times that the referees didn't count it. So he's like going, you know what? You ain't going to call it. I'm going to show you what they did and flop. So he's right
well,
on that.
Okay.
I'm just,
No.
well, Charles, you watch it more than I have because, Cleveland.
Well, I mean, he's just working. I don't know. I mean, I get it. The people don't like him.
Dude, I get it too.
It's
like the cop
impossible.
thing. Yeah.
It's
It's like the cop
impossible
didn't-
for me.
If the cop didn't see it, I didn't do it. The theory. I get it. So.
It's impossible for me not to like him. He brought our city a championship.
The thing, he brought LA a championship too, and that was.
Oh,
almost
they've
the
had
first
enough. They've had enough. It doesn't matter. Fuck
season.
LA.
Oh, dude.
Cleveland has never had to
We-
not have shit since 1964.
I said that's cool, but I said he also gave LA a championship. It's fucking pretty cool.
In the
I
bubble.
played
Bubble.
no, they played
In the
78
bubble.
games out of
Bubble
82. They only missed 4 games that season, and the bubble LeBron wanted to fucking leave because he missed his family.
They
That was hard for
overachieved
them.
this
They
year.
were separated from everybody and no fans. That's even all the pundits say the bubble was the hardest NBA season in history because there was no fans, there was no family. They were fucking like put in a, when you go to fucking a trial and they fucking put you in a separate hotel so you can't. That's what they were fucking away from their
I don't
family,
know,
dude.
dude. You give me $20 million a year, I'll be all
Oh.
right without my family
Mean-
for half a year.
Meanwhile, I was
Bullshit.
in Afghanistan for almost 2 years away from my family, and I'm supposed to feel sorry for them.
Well, these people
Right?
aren't. You're
hell outta
awesome,
here.
man. Thank you
Right?
for your service again.
I mean, but still,
But I'm just
Oh,
saying
they
the
spent
the
a month away
bubble
from
for
their
NBA
family.
players was
Oh,
hard for them at that time, man. They
no,
couldn't
come
go
on.
out and go party. They couldn't like go out to bars. They
That's an
couldn't do
indict.
anything. They were in
Like,
a fucking
So,
jail, dude. They were in a
so,
fucking jail.
so was I. You live, you make it.
But
You'll be
they
all right.
aren't military, man. They're not
I
used to
don't,
that.
they're multimillionaires.
exactly.
Why would
Best
you feel
catered
sorry
food.
for them?
Yeah,
But
probably
I'm
got their own
saying
personal
don't
chefs.
discount the
I mean-
fucking bubble because that was mentally hard for them. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, wow. Lordy mama.
Lordy
All
Come
right,
mama.
what's
on.
next, man? What's next?
What's
Yeah.
next? I don't think we have anything next. We're going to get into the show. Charles, introduce it again.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thankfully. We're on to making our own ultimate Chicago album or top 11. I don't know what Jerry did on his, but that's okay. We'll figure it out.
I'm gonna do an album.
I've been a fan of this band since, well, the first exposure I had, to be honest with you, was Chicago 17. I probably had heard a lot of the old stuff and wasn't aware of who the hell it was because, like the song, Hard to Say I'm Sorry. I wasn't raised in a family that listened to like soft rock channels. So that's probably why, and we didn't have MTV. That's probably why that song eluded me then. But I definitely had MTV when Chicago 17 came out.
Yeah.
And I do think that album's slightly dated today, but it still is, it's like a heart song album to me. But I went back after that and listened to more. And first of all, world-class musicians. Absolute in the original lineup for sure. I mean, not even. I mean, today they got great musicians too. It's almost more of a tribute band today. The only original members in it still are Jimmy Pankow, Lee Loughnane, and Bobby Lamb.
Yeah, Bobby Lamb's still.
Everybody else is pretty much replacement guys, and they're a legacy act today. Let's be honest. I don't think anybody gets too fired up about new Chicago albums, but just over the years, so many great musicians in that band. I wasn't on last week, because everybody knows, but Terry Kath was definitely one of those guitarists on my list. The most underrated guitarist in the history of rock and roll, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're supposed to say your top 11 guitarists this week, man.
It doesn't matter. My number one was David Gilmour, comfortably nominated. If nobody else picked that, then they're silly.
Me
don't
and
know
Jerry
guitar.
did pick that as number one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It has to be. Come on, that's
we
number
did.
one.
We did. That is the best solo ever, dude.
Ever.
I think
But,
Unchained was my number 2.
I forget what my number 2 was. I had, people like Frank Marino on mine, and
Yeah,
Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jimmy Page and
I think I had
Frehley.
I think I had Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jimi Hendrix on there. Yeah.
Terry Kath, Jimi Hendrix. Apparently, per Walt Perizzator, Terry Kath was Jimi Hendrix's favorite guitarist. We all know that story. And but my favorite member was always Peter Cetera. Always was, always will be. I think one of the greatest tenor singers in the history of the game as well. Like pushing Steve Perry.
Yeah,
in my opinion. Steve Perry might hit higher notes on average, but I don't know. There's something about Cetera's voice, and I'm a believer. If you like the ladies, you like Cetera.
I love Cetera
because the ladies love Cetera. But I mean, even Danny Serafin, the original drummer, incredible drummer, absolutely incredible in his day. Bobby Lamb, what a songwriter.
Yeah.
And I don't typically normally go for horns so much, but there's something about the horns in Chicago that works so well.
Yeah, you don't like Hugh Lewis in the News.
I don't like flute, but Walt Perizzator plays some nice flute lines from time to time, and it works in the context of their songs. I don't know. Their music has always clicked with me. It's just, good music is good music. They did become a little ballady as time went on, but I don't hate those too much either. Guess I'm just a fan of the band. Like I said, it's just the way it goes. And I don't know. They just clicked with me. So I don't know about how you guys found them or what level of fandom you guys are at.
Well, I'm gonna let Jerry go last so he could like get the final word on this. Because he needs more recognition on this shit. He rules. But
How
I'm
was
gonna
that
go.
getting-
I'm with you, Charles. I think I got into them at Hard to Say I'm Sorry from Chicago 16 because
Mhm.
that video was played so much. I like hold me now. It's hard to say it's him. I like Lionel Richie too, man. I would love to review a Lionel Richie album one day or a Commodores album. I can love that shit. But that's how I got in them and fucking the Karate Kid, man. Peter Cetera. Fucking Glory of Love, man. It's like, how could you not like that singer? Jerry, man, what do you think? How'd you get into this?
I mean, I got in them, with songs like "You're the Inspiration," "Hard Habit to Break," that era of Chicago. '80s Chicago is actually still. I know people are gonna hate me. It's my favorite era of Chicago. Sorry, I just grew up on it and loved a lot of their songs. But like, it's another one of those bands I just gradually went back and loved, dude. I mean, great fucking songwriting. I mean, just an amazing band, dude. That I don't think anybody hates Chicago. Did anybody say I hate Chicago? I mean,
No.
seriously,
Well, yeah,
the band that
one guy hates
well,
doesn't like horns a lot. Yeah.
probably that Kerry guy. But
Well,
anyway,
I think Carrie likes Chicago.
I'm just fucking with you. But anyway, yeah, I mean, this is actually a very, very, very good subject to talk about, man. It's something band we should talk about more. I mean, Terry Kath, man. Charles is right, underrated fucking guitarist. Danny Serafin, man, the best moment ever at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, thing when they're telling him to hurry up his speech. He's like, "Fuck you, I'm with my band." I mean, that's pretty fucking rock and roll. So, great fucking band, dude. Looking forward to this.
Right. It's a great fucking band that I think nobody talks about. I would love to have seen, I've seen it on video where they did the Chicago REO Speedwagon tour. Love to see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw him with Huey Lewis. That was a good show.
Oh, you got to see Huey Lewis. You suck.
Well, they're on the road like every summer, so
Oh, well, they're on the road now.
yeah.
Like,
I
yeah, they
would
haven't.
still go see them. I don't not as this is like the first era of the band though. I'm kind of on the fence about. I'm not sure about Neil O'Donnell as a singer. At least they let him sing a little different. Not how much I can say, but I would still see him. I haven't seen him. I've not been blessed to do that, but I wish I could. I probably would have enjoyed it with REO too. I think.
They have that video out there like REO and Chicago live at
Yeah.
Red Rocks.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's
They
really
did a lot
good.
of did a lot of tours with Earth, Wind, and Fire too.
Oh, that's pretty good too. I love Earth and Wind
Yeah,
and Fire.
that would have been a fun show to see.
I saw what was that band that opened up for Van Halen with Roth? Their fucking R&B band. They were good too. I forgot who there was. Earth, Wind, and Fire was that other fucking R&B band that opened for them in 2017. Fuck, I miss Eddie. But let's get into our album, man. You're doing an album, Jerry. My album goes to track side 1, track 5, side 2, 6 to 11. What are you guys doing?
I'll do it
I
anyway.
got one. I got 1 through 6 and 7 to 11. But that it don't matter.
Okay.
I always do a CD. So
All right. I'll go first. I did too.
all right.
So I started off with a fucking killer track I play on thatmetalstation.com every Tuesday. I'm a Man. Fucking love that song. It's funky, it's groovy, it's long as fuck, and it fucking rules. And I think that's a good opener for my Chicago fucking album. Let's go to you, Jerry.
I'm going to go with a great song off, I believe, Chicago 5, written by the great Robert Lamb, probably one of his most recognizable tunes, and Saturday in the Park. Man, it's a great fucking opening track. I think.
Oh, all right.
Fucking love that song. One of the first songs I ever learned on piano, too. So, got to give kudos from Robert for that one, man. It's a great fucking opening track for an album, in my opinion. So, that's my number 1.
Hey, Charles.
I go appropriate, I believe. I'm going off the CTA album, Chicago Transit Authority, which I am glad they ended up changing their name to Chicago. That would have been too much to say over the years, I
Just
believe.
like
But
our podcast is, but
yeah, I'm going off the opening track, Introduction. Not sure if you guys are too aware of that song, but what an opener. That's a great statement to open your career with, Introduction. And great horn section, just perfect blend of jazz and rock in one song. Terry Katz singing his ass off. Underrated singer as well. And we didn't really do our normal MVP list valuable
oh,
guy,
wait, we
but
could do that. I usually put that in the middle or at the end now.
my MVP would probably be actually, man, it's hard with this band. I'm gonna go with the horn section as a whole. I think they're actually the bosses of that band. What they say goes.
You don't fuck with the horn section, I heard.
Yeah, they sent what's his name, and I like him, Bill Champlin packing.
Yeah.
He said you couldn't do this without us. Bye. They sent Peter Cetera packing.
Yeah.
I mean, you just don't cross those guys, and they're great musicians. The least I could go weak and say somebody after Jason Chef, but I'm not going to do that. I would have to say, as much as I did love his drumming, it would actually be Danny Seraphin because his playing did fall off in the 80s and the early 90s. Some of it wasn't his fault. They started using drum machines and outside players a lot, but they said he started minding business more than he did his true business of playing. I don't know. That's just the way it goes. I hate to say it, but I'd have to pick Seraphin just for that. But I think when he played, he was awesome. So I don't know.
Who's your MVP and weakest link of Chicago, Cherry?
My MVP, you guys are probably not agree with, but I have to go with Jason Chef because he kept it going, and that's not a hard fucking guy to follow. Peter Cetera, man. I mean, seriously. So he kept the band, relevant with hits, for the 15 years or so. Yeah. Least valuable player, and Charles mentioned it, but I love the guy. I love his era with Chicago. It's Bill Champlin, man. I mean, when you're given the fucking brass ring and blow it like that, I mean, I think Cetera did it too, but he was an original guy, so I understand him. But Bill Champlin, should have played ball a little better. Yeah, he's got to be my least valuable player.
Okay, who's the guy who plays the keyboards who writes a lot of songs?
Bobby Lamb.
Bobby Lamb. He's the MVP to me. And I would go with Bill Champlin also because he ruled in that band and fucking he fucked it up.
The biggest over singer in rock history, though, man. If you ever seen Bill Champlin he over sings everything.
I like that Sons of Chaplin album me and Lee reviewed on Freeform Rock Podcast. Guy is pretty talented, man.
He's great, but I agree with Jerry. I remember I had a Chicago Live at the Soundstage or something DVD, and Champlin was just kind of ridiculous.
Over the top, like a Vinnie Vincent guitar fellow, man. He just way over the fucking top, dude.
Yeah. And he didn't need to be. He has a great voice, great, and it's good, very good songwriter.
Yes.
So Jerry, what's your number 2 on side 1?
Oh, we mentioned what a great vocalist Peter Cetera is. I'm gonna go with my favorite ballad by him, which actually the lead I don't think was actually played by Terry. It's an acoustic lead, actually. I'm talking about If You Leave Me Now.
Oh, it's a good one.
What a great fucking vocal that is, dude. And that 12-string acoustic solo, I don't know who did it, but it's a fucking killer acoustic solo, dude. I mean, top-notch fucking vocals on that song for fucking Peter Cetera.
At least that video that showed Cetera playing it, but I don't know. Maybe. I think they got somebody else to play the solo, I believe. Really? But
Yeah, I know he
And
didn't
it's
play
a
that
pretty
much.
damn good solo. Like,
Yeah,
it's some delicate playing. I don't know, maybe. I mean, possibly. I know there was another song where Cetera played the guitar and Kath played the bass. Actually, the original iteration, I think, was called The Big Thing, and that was Kath's role. He played bass originally, but you can't hold talent like that down. No way. He had to get on guitar. And I don't think Kath would have stayed in the band. I think
Yeah.
in the late 70s he would have left if the accident wouldn't have happened. Because if you look at the recording history, his guitar started going lower and lower in the mix. And his talent was just, and I don't think he would have left for ego. It was just his talent couldn't be contained, I don't think. He needed to get out on his own. And didn't happen, unfortunately. But I don't think he would have stayed in the long run.
No, I don't think he would have either. But I his voice is like butter, man. Love Peter
Yeah.
Cetera. What's your track
I
number
mean, you're
2?
talking about Peter Cetera. I'm talking about Kath.
Talking about Kath.
Yeah, I
I
don't
like.
think he would have stayed forever.
You don't think he would? You think he would have gone like Randy Rhoads with Ozzy? You think he would have left?
I think his talent was just so great that he was in a band where he was getting over. It was a band for the longest time. Chicago was a band, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I just feel like Kath's talent needed to be showcased more. And he was starting to get knocked lower and lower in the mix, and allegedly, per Danny Serafin's book Street Player, Kath had told Cetera he was thinking about leaving. So I mean, I don't. Who knows? We'll never know because of that tragic accident, which I do think was an accident.
Yeah.
I don't think
I think
he
it was too. Yeah.
right, but
Shot himself in the foot, right?
in the foot.
Where'd he shoot himself?
His head, dude.
Yeah,
his
it was
head?
his
Oh.
head. Yeah. No, he would. He probably would have
Okay.
survived his foot.
The acoustic solo was played by James William Garcia, who produced the track.
Garcia, the original producer. Yeah.
He played it.
Yeah.
All right. So
Fucking
we're on
killer guitar riff, man.
Yeah.
we're on a number 2 song. Who did just number 2?
Me.
Jerry did.
Yo, so I'll go last. No, you go last, Charles. I'm gonna go 25-6-4, the original version of my second track on side 1. Because that song fucking is metal, hard rock. He said, I do like the remake of it. I think it was on 18.
Yeah, no.
But I like this one as the best version, my go-to version. So I never listen to that one anymore. So 25-6-4 is my track 2 on side 1. So then we get to you, Charles.
Yeah, that was on my list for guitar solos. For sure. That was the standout solo to me from Terry Kath. Anyway, I'm going back to the CTA album again. Bobby Lamb song, beautiful song, and awesome acoustic guitar in this one as well. Beginnings.
Oh, that's a good one, man.
Just an awesome song. This was Bobby Lamb was, right from the get-go. He was what a songwriter, man. Even Peter Cetera today will throw love at Robert Lamm's songwriting, and this is just a great one. Great vocals on it again, and I don't know who had. I mean, I think Terry Kath had a slightly better voice than Robert Lamb, but Robert Lamb's voice was cool too, for sure. They both had that deep baritone, so just a beautiful song. Beginnings, I love it.
And what about you, Jerry?
I already said my number 2.
So what's your number 3?
My number 3. I'm gonna go with another Peter Cetera song. I think it's Chicago. God, I just wish I'd better name their albums. They're hard to remember the numbers. I think it's 11 or 12. But I'm gonna go with "Baby What a Big Surprise," man. Another fucking well-written song. Again, one of the greatest vocalists in rock history. I mean, I love that song. Fucking A, dude. Great tune.
Yeah, man. And I get to What, my number 3? Battle of the Evergreen. I don't know what album that's off of, but that's a fucking great. That's on this one, right?
Deep cut.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that
I
song.
love it.
Cherry Cat goes the fuck off on that song, man. I played that on that metalstation.com on one of my shows. Fucking great fucking track. So Song of the Evergreen. So what about you, Charles? Number 3.
Well, you already touched on the song, and I want the full version. I don't want the edit without Danny Seraphine's tremendous drum solo. I'm a man. Off
Yeah.
off the CTA album. Man, that CTA album is damn near one of my favorites from them. There's just so many cool songs on it. They nail that cover. Well, who did that song first? Well, it is late, early in the morning for me. Who did the original?
I don't know.
Steve Winwood, wasn't it his
I think
band?
it was-
Winwood.
didn't he
What
write the
band
song?
was he in?
Wasn't it like Spencer Davis group?
Yeah,
was it?
Spencer
Yeah,
Davis
okay.
Group.
Spencer Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great White did a cool couple or one of their songs, man.
But I don't know. It was almost like the song was written for this group to me.
Yeah.
I think the three-way vocals going on, Cat's guitar work is great. There are no horns on this song, but they were playing all the percussion, and but that drum solo from Danny Seraphine, damn, it's great. Just a great version. Love it. I'm a man. Number 3.
So I'll go the next. I go South California Purples. Fucking great song.
That's CTA again.
Yeah, like a great
Yeah.
fucking song, man. Like in Matthew Warner, the MVP at thatmetalstation.com, all like got me into that song. I bought it, and then I got the whole thing. I also got the whole discography of Badfinger today for some reason, because somebody asked for a Badfinger fucking song.
No.
So on next week there'll be a Badfinger song on thatmetalstation.com. But yeah, I'm taking South California Purples because it fucking jams. That's my number 4 on side 1, and then your number 5 on side 1, Jerry.
We're on 4, aren't we?
Oh, 4.
Yeah.
Really?
I agree with Charles. I'm going with I'm a Man. It's just about ready to say that one, dude. That's a fucking ripper of a song, dude. I was watching something on, I don't know if you guys watch Pluto TV. They got a rock channel on there where they show old concerts. They were doing a Chicago concert. It was the Jason Chef Champlin area, but Champlin era. But man, they did that song live, and it was fucking killer with those guys. So I would have loved to have seen Terry Kath and the original guys do this song. It's a fucking jammer of a tune, dude. I love it. It's one of my favorite songs by, old Chicago. So I'm going with that one.
So that's your number 4, because my number 3 was Battle of the Evergreen. My number 4 was
Hold on.
I think you're on number 4. I think you guys are all number 4.
Yeah, we're on 4.
Yeah. So what's your number 4, Charles?
I'm gonna go off. I forget which album it's on, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go with the single edit, which was on Only the Beginning, their greatest hits package that came out in the early 2000s. Dialogue Part 1 and 2.
Ooh, good one.
It's slightly Jackson 5 sounding though, at
Okay.
times, musically, but that interplay between Pete and Terry on those vocals is great. I actually do prefer the full version, but I'm kind of looking at it realistically. If you were making like a CD or album, I'm a Man is long enough. So you have to trade a little bit here. But so I will represent Dialogue 1 and 2, but the single edit that they came off of Only the Beginning greatest hits package.
All right. So we get to track number 5 on my side 1. And I go for Stay the Night off Chicago 17. That video was fucking cool as fuck, man. Peter Cetera's getting fucked up. Like jumping trucks like the Dukes of Hazzard. My God, that's the song that got me into Chicago watching that fucking video. Chicago 17.
That chick was smoking, so you do this. The funniest part was Bill Champlin in the video. Didn't he have like the glass that he kept? He just gave up in the end. He just ran the car through it twice or whatever. It was pretty cool. Yeah. All the members had cameos in the video. It Yeah, it was a cool video.
But it's like when he's in the back of that truck going, oh, it's like he's all fucked up. Whoever directed that video or wrote that video, it went perfect with the fucking song, but it was like stay the night, but he's getting fucked up to keep this chick to stay the night. And I'm like, fucking A.
It's definitely a cool video.
It's a
Yeah.
great fucking video. That's what got me to Chicago. But that's my end of side one. Is 5 your end of side one, Jerry?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with another slow song by Peter Cetera off. I love the slow stuff. What can I say? Chicago 16. Hard to say. I'm sorry.
Great song.
Great fucking song. I love the way how it goes into what's that song? Get Away, Get Off, or whatever.
Yeah, Get Away.
Pretty fucking cool. Arranged tunes, I guess.
I don't like it without Get Away.
Oh
yeah, I don't either. It's part
you
of
had to have it together, man.
I've heard a radio edit without it.
Yeah, it segues so fucking nicely into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, fucking, I can't, brag enough about how good fucking Peter Cetera was, man. So,
Yeah.
I guess that's how I make my side one.
Yeah, and you made Chef your MVP, but yeah, Cetera's just ripping up your list.
Yeah.
Well, because you got to admit, man, that's some hard fucking shoes to fill, dude. He did all right,
Yeah.
So
you did.
Better bass player than Peter Cetera is.
I think your side one goes 6 tracks, Charles. So what's your tracks 5 on side one?
My number 5 is coming off Chicago 6. Feeling Stronger Every Day.
Oh, that's a good one.
And see, I think Cetera is underrated on bass. He's not as underrated as Kath was as a guitar player, but he is underrated as a bass player. Yeah. He's a little better than a lot of people think. He did give up playing a lot though in later years. And I know in his last tour, because he's retired quietly. You see Kiss, how you do it? You see Motley Crue, how you do it? Just retire quietly. The only other band that did that right was Rush.
Yep.
But Peter Cetera that's it. I'm done. But I know in the end he started playing bass again, but he had another bass player in the group. But he was a better player than people think. His bass work on this song is really strong too. And his vocals are great on this version. Again, he's my favorite member. And there's another reason why I don't like Phil Collins, because it was his fault that this band had their issues, because Peter Cetera wanted to do the same thing Phil Collins did.
Well, that's not, you can't blame Peter for being want to be great like Phil.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Well, you have to admit that Phil is one of the most admired artists of all time.
Yeah, but it's his fault that this happened.
No, it isn't. So that was your track 5. So we start with you, Jerry, on side 2. What is your track 1 on side 2?
I don't know who wrote Just You and Me. Was that James Pankow that wrote that one?
It was Jimmy Pankow. Yeah.
But again, another great song. And the fucking sax solo in that song, holy shit, dude! I don't know who's playing that one in that song, but it rips, man.
Walt Parazator. That was the guy playing the woodwinds. Yeah.
Okay, dude, fucking guy jams in that song, dude. I mean, I love that song, so that's why I'm starting my side B or side 2 or whatever the hell you want to call it. So I'm going with that. Chicago 5, 6, 7.
I don't know. I should have wrote these albums.
That's why I hate these numbers all the fucking time.
Dude, they had the worst album covers. It's like people complain about Van Halen, but this is like they're
and you can't see what songs and shit are on.
I know. It's like they had the worst artists doing their albums. It's like they never made up a name for their album. It's like XXX 30 or 17 or 60. They just numbered them. How lazy was that? You got to say that they're pretty lazy on album names, man. But
they had Hot Streets.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
And then I get to my I start my side two with from Chicago 17, Along Comes a Woman. Fucking
Yeah.
love that fucking song. It jams, fucking kick ass. I love the harmonies on that. So when you get to your side two, track one, Jerry.
You already did it.
Yeah, I already did it.
Oh, you did? How did you just do
Yeah.
it? You just ended with track 5.
Well, however I'm doing it, dude.
On side
however.
1.
Yeah, he just did it. He just did just you and me.
Yeah, I thought that was track 5 to inside 1. Now he's he's
No.
beginning side 2.
No,
So he had 6
no.
tracks too on side 1.
No, he just did it right. You're blowing you're
No, I
you're
said it
going
wrong.
Looney
No,
Tunes.
actually,
Oh,
no,
he
no, Mark,
did?
correct. I said it wrong, so my bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's how I'm ending side 1 there. Okay.
Okay, so what's your side 2 beginning?
Did you guys go for your last song?
I did. Along Comes a Woman begins my side 2. And his next one is ending side 1 because he has 6 on side 1.
Yeah.
I'm going with Stay the Night to open it. You guys talked about the video already. I love that song in the 80s, man. What a fucking album that was, man. I mean, that was a monster fucking album. So that's how I'm opening my first. When you guys talked about it, that's how I'm opening it.
What's your ending of side 1, Charles?
Jerry touched on this one earlier. The album was Chicago 9. Baby, what a big surprise.
Good one.
What a great ballad. I like it better than If You Leave Me Now. So I don't know. I always have. So that's the way you got to end with this Terror ballad. Side 1. It's the law. It's the rules. I don't make the rules. That's just the way it is. And remember, kids, if you like the ladies, you like Peter Cetera.
That's true.
If I can,
Absolutely.
when if I can Glory of Love, man, or like in what's that?
That's a solo song, but
Amy Grant too.
Yeah, you start losing me there a little bit.
I
like the one with Cher ain't too bad.
Ooh, I don't like that one. I don't like Cher. But so that ends your side 1 with 6 tracks, Charles. So we get your track 2, Jerry, on side 2.
My number 2 is probably my favorite Bill Champlin song. Again, if you see him do it live, holy shit, he fucking oversings this song. It makes it horrible, actually. I used to love the girl in this video. I'm talking about Look Away. I love that. It's one of my favorite ballads ever, actually. I don't know who that girl in the video was that came out of the elevator putting on the jacket or whatever. She gives that smile, just like fucking, boner enticing. But I love that song. That's my number 2.
A good Diane Warren song.
It is, I know, but what can I say? I'm a sucker for a ballad. Always have.
Who thought she could write a good song?
I did. But then we get to my number 2 on side 2, which is Hard to Say I'm Sorry, Get Away. Fucking love that fucking track. That's the song that got me into Chicago. Plus, if I can Stay the Night, I was like, oh, I gotta get this shit now. But Charles, what's your number 1 side 2? Track 1.
All of us have picked this song, and we're gonna make it a trifecta, even though it's actually a scab track. Stay the Night off Chicago 17. It's basically Toto with Peter Cetera singing. Steve Lukather lays down that guitar solo and the guitar work, and Cetera, I believe, is the only member of the band on the track, and he actually did play bass on the track as well. I've gone over how
David Foster did that shit, right? He split the band up.
Yeah, I've mentioned it before. I'm not a fan of David Foster's production, with the exception of his work on Chicago 16 and 17. That's why I hate The Secret of My Success from Night Ranger. I think that sounded like Chicago with Kelly and Jack Blade singing. That's what I thought it sounded like. I
agree with you on that one. That wasn't like a real Night Ranger song, but the other songs on that album fucking kick ass to me, like Color of Your Smile, stuff like that. So
I'm just, even though I do enjoy the stuff, you can just tell the sound of David Foster. He makes everything sound his way. And but on Stay the Night, it's It's a fucking rocking track, man. Period. Even though, like I said, it's basically Toto with Peter Cetera. But hey, that's what Toto did. They were the top session guys. That's another underrated guitar player in Steve Lukather.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah.
No, not near enough credit. In guitar circles, yes.
I think
Outside of
Neil
guitar
Sean is
circles,
still
not enough.
underrated too, man.
I'd take Luther over Sean, though. I
Mm-hmm.
think
However, there is
Luther
video.
is awesome.
There's a video on this tour actually with those guys jamming together as an encore. It's pretty incredible, dude. You should
Oh
watch
yeah,
it.
I forgot to put in that BS about Greg Raleigh pissed off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, we've all picked Stay of the Night. And a
Yeah.
great video as well.
Then we get to your track 3 on side 1, Jerry.
Another song written by Robert
Side
Lamb.
2, I mean. My bad.
Yeah, Robert Lamb off their, I think it's their debut album. Charles, you might know this. I'm not too familiar with their album. Like I said, their numbers are fucked up. Does anybody really know what time it is?
CTA, yeah.
Great song.
That's their first
We've all
album.
picked
right?
a lot of
Yeah.
that songs,
Yeah.
man.
And Robert Lamb, dude, you guys pointed that earlier, was a fucking great songwriter, dude. His voice fit his songs perfectly, dude. So is he the greatest vocalist in the world? No, but what he wrote and sang and his how he wrote was just fucking killer, dude. You know, I love that song. So that's my number whatever. I forgot.
You're number 3 on
right.
side 2. Then my number 3 is from Chicago 17. Yes, I love this song. And ladies, this is for you. You're a hard habit to break, man. Fucking just love fucking Cetera's being without you. Like the way he fucking curls at you. It's like, what a great fucking vocalist. Doesn't
And then
get
you got
enough
Robert
credit.
Lamb over singing his part live again on that song.
But I
Well,
love
that's Champlin. Champlin.
Champlin. I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love hard habit to break. I don't know if any
I'm
of
a
you guys,
dick, baby. Yeah. Woo. Dude, come on, man.
Charles, what's your number 2 on side 2?
I'm gonna go back to that Only the Beginning compilation again and pick the single edit of Make Me Smile.
Why?
Because I'm making an album. I'm not gonna put the whole suite.
Oh, I put the whole suite on there, dude.
And I think they made a very good single version of Make Me Smile.
Because I'm a progressive rock fan, so it makes sense. Put the full version on.
I
it.
love it, but I'm not gonna put it on a top 11.
oh.
That would lose 4 songs.
Oh, no.
And to
It's
Make
still-
Me Smile, they would you listen? Smoke your weed and listen. They tie the beginning part and the last part together, and they made one edit, and they cut out "Color My World," which I do enjoy, and West Virginia Fantasies and all that. That's all cool, but let's just get to the meat of the matter. We're making an ultimate album, and I think they made a nice edit of "Make Me Smile,"
Well,
and that's what I'm going with.
next week, there might be side 1 of one album. That's one of my favorite songs. So I get
There you
used
go.
to that. So, but then we get to your number, I think 9, Jerry, on side 2.
Sure.
Your number 4 on side 2.
I know I mentioned Jason Sheff is my MVP. Well, let's fucking hear some Jason Sheff. I'm gonna go with what kind of man would I what kind of man would I be? Love that fucking song, dude. Another one of the classic '80s Chicago songs. But yeah, I mean, absolute beautiful gem of I wouldn't call it a ballad. Well, maybe it is. Ballad, slow rocker, whatever, dude. I mean, it's classic '80s Chicago. But Jason Sheff, like I said, hard shoes to follow, Peter Cetera, but his voice was really good, man. I have no idea what he's doing now. I know he did some stuff with Jack Blades. Didn't he? Everybody does shit with Jack. No, not Jack Blades, but
Well,
Tommy Shaw, I think.
Tommy Shaw and Jack Blades rule. That's why.
But yeah, I mean, he was a cool dude, man. He seemed like you know, definitely an integral part of that era of Chicago. So
I like that stuff with Jason. I haven't heard the new stuff. I'm kind of scared because you guys all say he's not that good.
why'd he leave? What did he leave for? Did he get fired or he just left?
I think he just
He
left.
quit. Yeah, he just quit. He got tired of the touring.
Yeah.
And side note, he got Danny Serafin fired though too. So I mean,
Really? I didn't know that.
yeah, he went
Wow.
he went to. Well, that's what Serafin alleges.
Oh,
that he went to the power, which is the horns, and said, his playing isn't up to snuff anymore. And apparently Seraphin was really upset because I guess he pushed for Chef to be in or something like that, I think. And then Chef kind of turned on him, I guess. That's about the only mark I can.
but
If
but
that's true.
you guys
that's
agree with
true.
you guys agree if that's true. If Jason says though, right?
Seraphim
His
was good.
Drummond
I
did-
never heard a bad Seraphim album.
Well, I hear his drumming did decline a lot. So.
No, it declined. Yeah, it definitely declined. But from his heyday, yeah, he admitted it. I mean, he admitted his playing did. But that's the only mark I can think on Jason Chef. But yeah, if that's true, again, to be fair, if it's true, I don't know. As he said, she said. But yeah, I think I don't have no problem with Jason Chef, but I just like Cetera better.
I do too.
But it doesn't matter. Chef did as good as you can possibly do in a tough position, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and then I get to my number 4 on side 2, which is Saturday in the Park. I think somebody already picked this song.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, you can't listen to a Chicago album without Saturday in the Park. This needs to be down. This needs to be on your fucking Chicago's greatest hits, whatever album you choose or playlist you want to do. Saturday in the Park is just a fucking classic
It is.
Chicago song, and you can't deny that. And then I think you get to your number 3 on side 2,
Yeah.
Charles.
Well, I think we all picked this one. I think it's the standout ballad on Chicago 17. Hard habit to break, but there's another one on there I love a lot too. And it's not You're the Inspiration. I do like You're the Inspiration, but what is it called? Let me think off the top of my head. I can't think of it. Sorry, but a Hard Habit to Break got flute in it. I don't mind. Just beautiful song. The key changes are awesome. Bill Champlin, who looked like the dude from Home Improvement in those days.
Was it
You
Remember
remember?
the Feeling?
Yes. Oh, I love that fucking
Yeah,
song.
Remember the Feeling's
man.
pretty good. I just looked at it.
Dude,
later.
it's so dramatic, and
Yeah.
which Bill Champlin wrote that song.
Yep.
And gave it to Cetera.
Just looked at the lyrics in a vinyl.
But anyway, Hard Habit to Break. Yeah, you had Bill Champlin looking like the dude from Home Improvement, just doing his thing, and then Look Away he actually looked like a rock star finally.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was looking like whatever that dude's. Who was the dude that did all the work on Home Improvement with the
Tim Allen?
beard? No,
the other dude.
Richard Karn.
Richard Karn.
yeah, that's who he looked like back then, in my opinion. Just he was meaning that shit when he was singing it, boy. And Cetera, of course, great singing on it. What a track. Still love it. Don't care. One of my favorite Chicago songs ever is Hard Habit to Break. So
And then I
we
go to
all
my
agreed on that one.
yeah. And then when I go to my number 5, with I think me and Charles agree on, is Dialogue Parts 1 and 2.
You want the whole thing.
I want the whole thing.
I went the single edit. It's not as extreme as that Sweet as Make Me Smile. So it's not as long.
Oh, I
But
like
it's-
Sweets.
I love it.
I'm
well,
a
I love
Rush.
Dialogue
I'm a
1 and
Rush
2.
fan and a Kansas fan.
My favorite part of the Dialogue 1 and 2 is that when we can make it happen, and then the horns just go crazy. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
You
I
know
like
that song.
Kansas and Rush and bands like that, man. Queensryche. It's like fucking Pink Floyd. Of course, I'm gonna like the full version of these songs, man.
Well, but this ain't a Sweet. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah, Dialogue 1 and 2. It's not a
it's
Sweet.
phenomenal. I love that when the horns go ballistic on it. It's just great.
So, what's your number 5 on side 2, Jerry?
Am I finishing up my album?
No, you got 6
Oh,
on
yeah,
side 2.
Charles just mentioned it. Hard Habit to Break, dude. I mean, I love that song, dude. Beautiful tune. Love the dual vocals by Peter and Bill in that one. Except except live, I couldn't stand it. But classic, like I said, another fucking classic '80s Chicago song, dude. I love that song. So picking that one.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna spin this record while I'm waiting to edit this episode. But fucking Chicago 17 is right behind me. But then we get to your number 4, Charles.
Off of Chicago 3, another great kind of like jam track here. Free.
Great one too.
Yeah, man. Want to be free again. Terry Kath. His singing is maybe as underrated as his guitar playing. He sings this one so well. Great harmonies behind him. It's just a perfect band track for these guys at that time. So I just want to be free. Chicago 3.
All right. I guess I get to. How are you like 2 ahead of us? Did we miss a track, Jerry?
I don't know. I got extra tracks in case I fuck up usually.
So do I. And I would be on my last track on my 11.
I'm gonna be.
I'll be on my last track too. Yeah, so we're good. So you're number 6, Jerry, in your album.
My number 6. I mean, I think it's been their closing song for as long as I can remember. When I saw them and all the videos I've seen, another Robert Lamb song off an early Chicago album. I don't know which one it is, but 25 or 6 to 4.
Great one.
Love that fucking tune. Probably one of the best songs ever written in A minor, in my opinion. For all you musicians out there, fucking well structured tune, dude. Jam. I can't think of a better song that I would end the Chicago album with than that one.
Even though they borrowed from Babe, I Want to Leave You.
No, well, it doesn't matter, dude. I don't see that.
Which Zeppelin ripped off Joan Baez.
Yeah. But anyway, for you big Chicago guys that know, like Charles knows Chicago more than I do. What the fuck is 25 or 6 to 4?
It was about a guy that was probably either binging on cocaine or something. It was actually kind of biographical, I guess, to Bobby Lamb at the time.
Oh, really?
And he can't go to sleep, and he's looking at the clock, and it's 25 minutes or 26 minutes to 4. And he's sitting on the floor and can't go to sleep.
Gotcha.
Damn.
I think he was living near the Rainbow when he wrote it.
The Rainbow. I've been there
in LA.
That's one of the most common
whiskey. The whiskey.
One of the most common asked questions.
I've never been to the whiskey. I've been to the Rainbow and the Roxy. I've never been to the Troubadour either. But fuck, I need to go to those fucking venues. But Hollywood parking is so expensive, man. Like
there's a great documentary about them that CNN made, of all things. Just can't remember the name of it. I'll find it later and send it around to you guys. You could check it out. It's a pretty good documentary, even though Peter Cetera refused to be in it.
Oh, the Chicago one?
Yeah. And
I saw that one.
But the Terry Kath Experience was another great documentary, which Peter Cetera was in. So that's extremely rare for him to. He played it nicely, but it was very acrimonious between those guys in the end. There's a lot of drama with Chicago, actually. So sadly, but they're not immune to drama either.
Just remember one of the best scenes in the movie Little Nicky with Adam Sandler, where these 2 guys play Chicago background. Satan is good. We love Satan. And they go, Chicago rules, man.
Did everybody own this? But did everybody own that Chicago Greatest Hits 82 to 89? Come on, everybody.
Yeah, I have them right here.
Yeah,
on CD.
That was like one of those albums that were like, what they say? What Waynesboro said that was like mail to you if you lived in the suburbs, free.
Dude,
so,
I was jamming to Chicago's first one when I almost got an accident. I spun out going to the Glendale Galleria with that CD on, man. Remember that? It was raining. I came out the freeway too fast in a 3-cylinder Chevy Sprint 88, and we fucking flipped around like this, but I controlled it, went right into the Galleria from the freeway. That was pretty cool. But then we get to my last song on side 2, track 6. I love Terry Kath. I think he's the forgotten member of Chicago, but I think people are now coming to realize, because people are talking about how that was Jimi Hendrix's favorite guitar player. People are going back and checking them out. I like the song "An Hour in the Shower." That'll end my
Yeah.
Chicago album. Great fucking shit.
Cool.
I
Cherry
don't
Kath
know that
rules.
one. I do not know that.
I went listen to. I just looked up because I know I love Cherry Kath. Cherry Kath, fucking metalish songs. Fucking listen to that. Fucking rules, dude. I know a lot of it. I just needed a refresher. Hour in the Shower rules.
Well, Jerry, there's an album called the Chicago put together. If you want to look into it on streaming, Chicago presents the innovative guitar of Terry Kath was the title of it.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, and it's so many great tracks of his on there. An Hour in the Shower, Mississippi Delta Blues, Listen, Freeform Guitar, which I always thought
Oh,
Mark
that's awesome.
named
That's
his.
instrumental. Great.
Yeah, I thought Mark named his show after that, but he didn't. So
I
it's
named
like,
it after Jim Ladd. You know, he called
Yeah.
himself a free form rock DJ. So I wanted to be a free form rock podcast. As you guys have seen, we did Mascara Sue. That's kind of off the beaten path there. There you go.
yeah. But either way, that's a decent album, a really cool album. It's got all of his, I think, standout guitar tracks on that.
Yeah, I'll check that
So,
out. Yeah.
Freeform rock guitar, Jerry, you're gonna love. Fucking
Yeah.
shredding Cherry Kath, man.
Definitely.
I shall check it out.
So what's your last track on your album, Charles?
Well, I go to Chicago too. I think everybody's had it, and they should. And it's Terry Kath's greatest solo in the band, long solo as well. And yeah, it's got a similar riff at times to "Babe, I Want to Leave You" from Zeppelin, but who cares? 25 or 64, Chicago too.
I mean, they're pretty
Um,
close together, aren't they? Those two songs when they came out. I mean,
Yeah.
apart, maybe.
Yeah. And Jimmy Page did the right thing and didn't make a big deal out of it, which is cool. And it's not the whole song, it's just the end of "Babe, I Want to Leave You." The dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun, you know. And but I kind of like Chicago's 25 or 64 better than "Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You."
Ooh.
And I love Zeppelin. But well, because I love other Zeppelin songs more.
I can't go for that.
I
No,
wouldn't
no,
stop.
no.
I wouldn't stop listening to any two of them though.
No, I wouldn't.
I
either.
wouldn't either, but babe, I'm gonna leave you like a hair above 25.
Not for me, but that's fine.
That's
we
cool,
all have
man.
our opinions.
man.
But because I think there's better Zeppelin songs
Well, there
than
is.
that. But that's how I end mine. 25 to 64. I do have a maxi single with CD single with 3 B-sides. So whenever we want to do bonus tracks.
I didn't do them, so fire away, man.
Yeah, go for it.
we-
I didn't do any bonus
my-
tracks either.
The A side is hard to say I'm sorry, get away.
Good one.
Love it. It has to have Getaway on it. I've heard it on the radio without it, and it pisses me off.
It does.
Because
a
it's like,
stop
oh
and
my
listen
God.
song, you know, it's what it
Yeah,
sounds.
you-
You know? Yeah.
It's
You
like
cut
we
the
will rock you
best
without
part.
we are the champions. You know.
right. You cut the best part out. What the fuck? And then the B side, South California Purples off CTA, probably their pure rockingest number, I believe.
Fuck
And
yeah.
who doesn't love a little bit of I Am the Walrus in the lyrics as well. A little bit of love thrown to John Lennon. Off of Chicago 17, Along Comes a Woman.
One of my
And
tracks.
the final B side, I've Been Searching for So Long off Chicago 7.
That's a great fucking song. I forgot about
Nice.
that.
What a
Wow,
great deep
that's a
cut
good
that one is.
dude. Yeah. I don't know. I
Cetera's
don't know really deep cut Chicago songs, but I do know that one, dude. That's a great
Yeah, man. I only have 3 Chicago and vinyl, man. I need to get more. I'm just saying, I want all the original 70s
see,
Chicago.
I got them. I got a bunch, but I don't know which ones they are, man. Which one
I got
is
that one. I got that one. I think I got Chicago 1 and Chicago 17. That's it.
I got this one. I got 16. Well, we know that one. I know that one. But
That's a good one.
what's this one?
Chicago 1, isn't it? No, that's not
That's
Chicago
two.
1.
No,
That's
that's
2.
two.
That's 2. Yeah, that's
I
the one I
gotta-
got. That's 2.
The one you showed earlier was 11.
Yeah.
The first one, Jerry.
Is the first
That
one?
one there is 6.
One more.
You got
That
more than
one
I
is
do.
7. That's 7.
Like I said, bro, their numbered items always fuck
They're
with me.
bad with
Hard to-
album names, man. Why do they have to number everything? Do you know why
But
they
I
numbered it?
I don't know. It was just what they did, I guess, after CTA. And it was weird because they went from CTA or Chicago Transit Authority debut to Chicago and they called it Chicago 2,
Yeah.
which it should have been Chicago 1.
Yeah.
But who knows?
But it's great they simplified their name because I think that
And
helped
there were numbers up to 11. Then it went to Hot Streets,
them.
which should be your favorite one because it's very disco-y, Mark.
Oh god.
And but then it goes from Hot Streets to Chicago 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
And then-
taking deep dives. I'm gonna be taking deep dives into these the next couple of days, man.
You
I've heard
should.
of
But
them a lot.
to me, they started to fall off though around when they made that Techno 25 or 64.
Oh yeah,
I
I
wasn't
like
into it.
the one with Jason Chef. Yeah, I thought that one was good.
That's the techno-y one. But at least they didn't keep that arrangement. They went back to the original arrangement.
Oh, I thought it was
thankfully.
still rocking, so I was kind of techno.
Or whatever it was. Just I didn't like it. But and that was sent as a fuck you to Peter Cetera. Even though it's Robert Lamb written song. So I mean it's not
Yeah.
but I think it was like, oh, we'll remake it like today. I'm like,
at least remake it to make it sound, I don't know, somewhat like the original.
yeah, it's very dated sounding
Yeah.
actually.
It is. I like the original better. I love
Oh,
Peter's.
by far.
By far.
Well, yeah.
And you got Cat solo on it, which is
Yeah.
just awesome. But this is a band, again, I think they will tour until there's just nobody left, alive. If there's one guy alive, they'll just hire more people. And they're gonna tour forever. Like it seems like every summer they're gonna be out on the road. So I
Well,
wish they'd come to Europe more.
What's cool about them is they were pretty much a faceless band, except for Cetera in the '80s. You know what I mean? Wasn't really
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
famous
I
rock
didn't know
star
anybody
guy,
but
you know?
Cetera, basically.
Yeah.
Because
So,
basically Cetera's solo career. It's like who
bands
ever
like
knew
that,
this?
can get away with it.
Well, I knew Foreigner. I knew Mick Jones and Lou Graham, at least, I knew Steve Perry, and Neil Sean, and Jonathan Cain of Journey. So
That was always the thing. They were just supposed to be a band and
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to be about anybody being a star, but they need at the time when Cetera broke out, they needed that though. They were on I think they were dropped by their label and then re-signed with somebody else. And Cetera, it was just the perfect time. He got in shape.
Cut his
He was
hair.
looking good. Yeah, he was looking decent. And ran into David fucking Foster.
Didn't he marry that
But
chick from American Idol? That real young chick, David Foster. Can't remember
I
her
think
name.
so.
I don't know, David.
Catherine McPhee.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But David
Like 50
Foster
years
is a
younger.
horrible producer, except for the Chicago albums. I agree with that.
Oh yeah,
I do like Secret of My Success, but it's more nostalgic.
That's the worst Night Ranger
because
song
it's a
ever.
Michael J. Fox movie, and I love Michael J. Fox. So,
I hope they
Oh,
don't do
man.
that song live still.
well, they do it live, and it's
Ah.
rules. It's pretty damn good.
Well, everybody needs a piss break, so that'd be mine.
Come on, man. The secret
I
of
hate
my
that song,
success
dude.
is I'm living 25
Even Jeff Watson
hours
said, Jeff
a
Watson
day.
said that song. Jeff
Come on,
Watson
it's
said
got
that
the
song,
na 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 na.
No.
na.
How original.
No.
Everybody loves the na na na.
Not Jeff Watson. Jeff Watson couldn't stand that fucking song, dude. He said that 1,000 times.
Well, it still does great live, so I'm enjoying it. So
And who was the
Enjoy.
fake horn players in the video?
who?
On that video that there was There was like, there wasn't real horns. It was like,
Tower of Power.
no,
I
but there was,
Oh,
I
it's
gotta look it up in the video.
Fitzgerald, dude.
Nah, what? He was a keyboard player, dude.
No,
Alan Fitzgerald, he put in the
Yeah.
fake horns.
it was,
No, in the
I gotta
video,
find it.
there were people
Yeah,
acting like they were
faking playing
horns.
it. I swear to God,
Tower
it
of
was like,
Power.
no,
No, they weren't
Hold
original.
on.
They weren't real musicians, dude. I don't
I
think.
don't know.
wait. The video has Vince Neil, Tommy Lee, and Weird Al Yankovic acting as a horn section.
No shit, it was them.
I didn't know
Yes,
that.
I knew it was weird. It was something weird.
Fuck. I didn't know
Now
that.
I got to rewatch the video just to see Weird Al, Tommy, and Vince Neil
No shit, I'm gonna watch that right when we get done with the show. Actually,
miming horns.
Hey, man. But
song still
I knew-
sucks though. But
I kind of figured it was Weird Al, as I remember. I thought one of them looked like Weird Al, but I didn't notice Vince Neil and Tommy Lee. But what a terrible song!
just remember, happy birthday, Jerry. Your birthday was 2 days ago on Tuesday.
thank you. Thank
Happy
you.
birthday to our Ed McMahon. You rule. We love
Looking
you.
good for 34.
Looking good
Yeah.
yeah, I thought it was 30. Shit. But happy birthday, bro. We love you. And
I do have a confession I want to make today. I was
Okay.
never a Weezer fan, but I was watching this
Okay.
video today of Rivers Cuomo. I don't know who was interviewing some dude, but the dude is fucking ripping Yngwie Malmsteen licks, man, nailing them.
Yeah.
He said he hadn't played him in years. I mean, was it perfect? No, but he was just. I mean, wow, I didn't know he was that great of a guitar player, dude, but he really is. So, shout out to Rivers Cuomo.
he doesn't show off, dude. He's really good, man. I love
I was
Massive
like this.
metal
I was,
fan.
I was like this watching the video. I couldn't believe it. So, good for him.
Massive
Yeah, man.
metal fan. Loves Grim Reaper. Loves a lot of the bands that
His
you would
first-
love, Jerry.
His
Guarantee it.
first guitar hero was Ace Frehley.
Yeah, I just want to
Smart
say,
man.
man, I saw a guitar player that's way underrated on Sunday night. His name is Mr. Dave Menichetti.
Oh, dude's awesome.
YNT. When you see a guy closing his eyes during a guitar solo, I said this on Andy's podcast yesterday, because he asked, when you see a guy closing his eyes, singing and playing the fucking guitar at the same time, he fucking hits you in your soul because he's feeling what he's playing. The guy has not lost a step. He's better than Sammy Hagar live now. This
Wow, that
guy's
sounds
voice
Yeah.
is just amazing live.
Wow, that's an endorsement.
Well, Sammy still plays great live, but I'm just saying Dave Menichetti, he even came out sad that they said this. This is all four of us singing live. We don't use tapes. And I was going, fuck yeah, you ain't no Motley Crue, bitches.
Yeah.
Okay, but Nikki
or-
Sixx did say, what did he say, Jerry?
Probably some kind of bullshit. I'm
Who's
sure.
gonna slag our band now? Forgot to say that in the bullshit.
The Freeform Rock Path podcast.
Yeah.
Mark and Jerry with Charles PS show. We
Yes.
we'll
Who's gonna
step
talk
up and
shit
be
about
on
our
it.
band now? Yeah, something like that.
Anybody
You know.
with brains?
Yeah, right.
Well, I did put up a post that somebody put up in a Motley Crue group, which I am a part of, and it goes, raise your hands if you like Motley Crue or whatever, and if you don't like them, you need better taste. Let's go, oh my.
You're not trying hard enough.
hey, look, there's no denying the first, 2 albums from them. So other than that, those are great
Oh,
albums.
the
Well,
first
I said I
single,
like
don't
them up
like
to
the
like a
debut.
virgin.
What's that?
No, I don't like that shit.
I
First two
like
Motley
them
Crue
up till
albums?
they did like a virgin.
I like Shout of the Devil in '94.
I like all their albums up to Saints, man.
I love
Ugh.
Too Fast for
Except
Love, dude.
except I like
the
it.
one
it's-
with
but
glitter,
It's got,
the one Generation Swine. I don't like that album.
but it's got Come On and Dance.
Well, yeah, it's got some stinkers, but it's a great
yeah.
album. Live Wire.
It's got I love the title track.
I love
Too
the whole
Fast for
album,
Love
man.
is
I
awesome.
love Too Fast for Love.
Then
But
Theater
you
Pain came out, and I was like, Theater Pain was a
Ooh.
mixed bag.
I love Theater of Pain.
Then
Raise
that
your
was
hands
fucking-
to rock,
oh.
rock.
Then
No,
when
no.
girls came out, I was looking for a fucking rebound.
Oh,
Boy, was
I love
disappointed.
girls, man.
I don't
Holy
love
shit,
it.
that album sucked.
I don't love it, but "You're All I Need" is a great underrated ballad.
I mean, Dr. Feelgood's better than that piece of shit. So, you know.
I love Dr.
Yeah.
Feelgood.
Wild Side. That's probably my
Uh,
favorite Motley Crue song, Wild Side.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Take a ride.
It's not horrible.
And "You're All I Need" is an underrated ballad. It's better than "Without You," for
Without
Christ's
You
sake.
God,
sucks.
Oh,
Without
horrible.
you in my life. Oh,
but
God.
it's got nothing on Bushy's favorite and my least favorite. "Time for Change." The worst Motley Crue song, probably the worst song of all time.
Me and Bushy agree about Poison, but we don't agree about that Without You song.
Or-
I don't know who you are, dude.
but do you like that "Time for Change"?
No,
Thank you.
no.
You have hope.
But man, no guest tonight. It's felt kind of good to bag on each
Yeah,
other.
so it's kind of fun going back to the roots of our show.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
Yeah. Well, next week we'll have some guests. We'll have Chris Elio and Al Horta. So we're going to make our own 11-track Rush album.
Uh-oh, that'll be a 7-hour episode. We better start it at like midnight.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we'll warn our guests ahead of time to keep it short.
We always do. But any last words, Jerry?
Man, this is a fun show. Like I said, dealing with you guys just up by ourselves, man. Going back to the roots. I liked it. Yeah, I love doing this show with you guys, man. Can't wait to do the Freeform show on Saturday, which is going to be very, very interesting. I'm sure everybody who follows us knows what band we're talking about, so we're not going to say it though. But
No,
yeah.
they shouldn't.
Really,
They
a lot of people. Well, I think I might have spilled the beans last night on Andy's episode. If anybody, people watched that one, so I was drunk. I apologize. But, yeah. Anyway, like and subscribe, dude. I got some ideas as far as giveaways. I had to go through all my shit. My wife said, "Look, you gotta get rid of some of your shit. So either donate it, get rid of it, sell it, or whatever. Just get it out of the fucking house." So I'm trying to come up with some good ideas. We got a pretty good response on the Freeform page about people who are interested in the stuff that I showed. So maybe we'll do something like share, and give us 1 or 2 5-star reviews, and we'll enter your name for the contest or something like that.
Except
we'll do it
for
on-
Mark Daly, because he doesn't end up taking the gifts anyway.
He does it. He won that fucking Megadeth, and he said, "I don't want it now."
But yeah, I mean, it's cool shit. Like
You can have my used shit, like Animal House,
Kiss shot glasses. They got fucking
because I got this on
Zeppelin.
4K now.
Zeppelin shot glasses that are pretty cool.
I ain't giving away my fucking AC/DC pint glasses.
Remember these 3D posters that came out like the 80s and 90s when they light up and shit? I mean, these are pretty cool to give away too for movie people. So I don't know. Gonna get a pretty good response on it. So we'll see what happens.
I said what you need to do is that we get people to comment on this show on the YouTube thing, comment, give us thumbs ups, and we put all those names that comment on that week and put them into a hat and draw who wins a prize.
Nate, if you're out there and you mentioned you wanted this, go give us 3 5-star reviews on Freeform, and I'll send this to you free. Absolutely.
Dude, he's already given us 2 fucking.
I want 3 more. So
He can't give you 3 more.
3 more.
You can only get it on Podchaser and Apple, dude. He's already
well,
done
whatever.
that.
Well, whatever. I mean,
Just give it to Bushy. He deserves
the offer is made.
it. He likes Milli Vanilli. He needs something to work out in his life.
Debbie Gibson.
Debbie Gibson.
Oh my, yeah.
Oh, and Cutting Crew with Mark.
Well, I like one song. I like that one song.
What song do they sing?
I
What's
just
that
died
song?
in your arms tonight.
I just died,
in your arms.
Did you guys ever see the Saturday Night Live with Horatio Sands, where they were
No.
the wedding band, and all they knew was the chorus to that song?
Actually, I do remember.
And he goes,
that.
"I just died in
Yeah,
your
I do remember
arms
that.
tonight," and they would just keep recycling that chorus over and over and over. And they said, "Do you guys know any other song?" You go, "Yeah, I just died in your arms."
Yeah, that was like mid to late 90s, wasn't it? I remember that. Yeah.
Remember
Oh,
him and
man.
Jimmy Fallon? They were the Stone guys doing Jimmy Fallon
Yeah.
like, laughing. But Charles, you got any last words, man?
No, well, yeah, everybody I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Chicago, I think, is overlooked tragically. Maybe to some people are considered too light or something. I don't know. I just call them good music. If you like good music, you should like them. And if you love the ladies, you should love Satara. And like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Very, very important so you don't miss any content. And we will see you all next week. Back to you, Mark.
It's like I said, spread that Nutella over that bread, man. Give us some love, share. Fucking just get this shit going and
what was Eric's phrase for that? What was it called?
spread that ass cheeks or something.
Yeah,
Or the like and subscribe.
that's a
Yeah,
free
I
form
won't-
thing.
Yeah, I won't steal that one from him. So.
Yeah, I just want to say check out the Rock All Over You podcast. I think Charles has an episode coming up with them this week with the hints I'm getting from Eddie. So check out
Oh,
their
he
next-
started dropping hints. I didn't notice.
Oh, it's something
Yeah.
about Beatles. It's about
Oh,
Beatles. I think
maybe,
he did a
yeah.
Beatles. So that might be coming up this week on their podcast. So check that out. Edwin's pretty easy to guess what episodes are coming out because he starts
Yeah.
putting it. I think I've been putting up some Steel Panther. Check out Steel Panther episode on Freeform Rock Podcast this Friday. I'm gonna apologize now. It's really misogynistic on that episode. I don't know. It's a Steel Panther album. You guys have any thoughts on that before we go?
A lot of
No.
truth in their albums, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, I mean, they're not holding back. So, yeah. So,
All right, Bushy's on there, so it's gonna be great, man. Let's check it out. Later, guys.
take care,
All
guys.
right, man. See ya.
Bye.